Item number 14, conflicts of interest.
So I've struggled with how to address this. We all had the conflict of interest training that Kevin provided. However, recently, one of our police officers came in and says, so this person stopped me and said, I want somebody up here all the time. I'm a tax-paying citizen. Lieberman's got a problem with it. Tell her to come up here and have a come to Jesus meeting with me. So right off the bat, what I advised him to do was contact the chief of police, because I don't tell the police officers what to do. You know, we work together well here within this group, and I think you need to realize that if you are making a request as a tax-paying citizen, you have to understand that there are other tax-paying citizens in the town. If you want somebody that's going to hold your hand 24/7, you might want to hire a bodyguard. With regard to, if you're asking for that for your employer, then your employer needs to come and do a contract with the town. If your employer wants somebody up there 24/7 to watch their equipment, what's happening, then that's fine and dandy, but they need to pay for that officer to be there 24/7. Town shouldn't bear the burden of somebody sitting there 24/7. We can't have a police officer in one place all the time. It's just not, it's not feasible, and you know, there are other things going on. So I think if you have questions with regard to the conflict of interest, I'm sure Kevin would be happy to answer those.
So you're being very nebulous. A citizen asks for the police.
No, Mr. Hall asked the police officer to come here and tell me they wanted somebody up there all the time.
No, that's not what I said. All we wanted somebody to come up there every so often and watch that traffic coming through there.
Okay, but why send them to me to say, if Lieberman's got a problem with it, tell her to come up here and we'll have a come to Jesus meeting. Lieberman doesn't instruct the police officers. I stay in my lane. But if you're asking as a tax-paying citizen, they can't be with every taxpayer all the time. In turn, if you're asking on behalf of your employer, you've crossed the line into conflict of interest because you're trying to use your council seat to leverage for something you want. So I was trying to be very even keel and not call anybody out, but that was where it's at.
Well, I was just trying to keep the guys from getting killed. I mean, they come through there, you was talking about the speed limit a while ago, coming in and out of town. You ought to see them coming in from there.
I get it, but if you want somebody up there all the time, then they need to come into
No,
a contract.
this is what I decided. We'll not do anything, we'll let them come through there, and there's breaking the speed limit, there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, I'm aware that he's been up there 3 times a time.
And you know what they do? He can park up there, and they'll flash their lights at the other drivers. Next thing you know, they come through there just slow as they can do. I mean, I said right then, I said, we might as well forget about a cop being up there.
There is there's some.
And we've got cameras up there now. So
There's
we
some-
don't need the police.
There are some work zones in some places where there isn't a police there, but they have a car with flashing lights. You know, maybe that would be something, you know, because this is a public road and there is public safety involved. When I walked up tonight, there's a car out there running, you know, like Greg Whitaker talked about the other week. You know, you could just, might as well run it up there as to run it here at Town Hall. That's a possibility.
Are they willing to pay for the cost of it sitting up there running?
Well, I guess what
You don't have to be running, it can be sitting up there.
What the
Well, it's
council,
gonna have to have something if those lights are on, otherwise it's gonna drain
You
the
just
battery.
have a cop up there, just a cop car. I've even thought about making a big model of a piece of cardboard So,
That's a good
not
idea.
I mean, anything that's gonna help. But I'm telling you, they come through there, and I have to absolutely step out in front of them to keep them from, I mean, absolutely about 50 mile an hour. And it's a, 45 mile an hour?
So are you,
And it's supposed to be 5 to 10 mile an hour less than what is.
so are you concerned primarily about your personal safety?
Not mine. I don't care
Or are
about
you,
mine.
or are you concerned about the public safety of people breaking the law and therefore getting hurt?
No, I'm afraid that they're gonna hit one of our guys or pull out in front of one of them pieces of equipment.
Mr. Cawthorn, in the grand scheme of things, him trying to leverage his council position to get what he wants is still a conflict of interest. That is my point.
Well, I mean, prosecute it. Get your lawyer, prosecute it. I mean, this is just silly.
No,
I mean, he can have any
it's
citizen
not
can
silly.
ask.
It's not silly.
It is
I have
silly.
extended an olive branch to try and keep an open line of communication with you all, and was beat to death with that olive branch. So if you all want to know, well, I'm not going to go into it in the middle of a council
You don't have
meeting.
anything to go into.
Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, okay,
That's
so
your opinion.
I asked the
But it
mayor,
is still a conflict of interest to try and leverage his position to get what he wants.
I asked the
No,
mayor.
I haven't. I don't want to do that. I didn't intend to do that. Let's just
Mr.
say
Hall,
that.
I understand that you don't always understand.
Well, I'm learning. I've just been to 6 meetings already, and I'm trying to learn this stuff.
Well,
So-
this is September, so this is your 9th.
So, let me,
Well,
okay,
okay,
so
now-
here's the thing that bothers me about this. And it has nothing to do with Gary. What bothers me is that I asked the mayor, what is conflict of interest on the agenda? The mayor contacts the town manager. She claims not to know what it is on the agenda. She says a council member put it on the agenda. She wouldn't even tell him what council member put it on the agenda. Well, there's only one person other than us that puts things on the agenda, and that's you. So he wrote to you and said, why is conflict of interest on the agenda? She said, well, you'll find out when any other council member finds out.
That's not what I said.
I'll read
What I
it. I'll read
said
it.
was
I'll
I
read
Okay,
it.
he's gonna read it.
I'll read
He's
it.
gonna read
You
it.
didn't lie.
He's gonna read it. He's gonna
It
read
was,
it.
it was said, okay, I'll just read mine too. I'll read mine. I said, could you let me know what item conflict of interest is about? I said, thank you, John. And she says, John, I will happily enlighten everyone at the meeting. Leave. And it was said in such a way that was like, I don't want to tell you because I want to surprise you at the meeting.
Listen, you all have painted a target on my back.
No,
Every
I
time-
just wanted to know.
That's,
I just wanted to
I
know.
guarantee you, the fact that I'm bringing up a conflict of interest will not make your YouTube little short, snappy titles. And to say that you have not targeted me is a flat-out lie. I have extended an olive branch. I have tried to get along. I've tried to make communication, but it's been smashed back in my face. So, you know, I'll put what I need to on the agenda, just like you all do, and we'll discuss it when we get
Well,
there.
okay, so let's, for instance,
You're trying to deflect from the fact that what he did is a conflict of interest. This is a tale of caution
sue him.
at this point. It is a tale of caution.
Okay, attorney, it's a conflict of interest for someone working on a public road project to request that a police officer be there to maintain law and order.
Not per se, no,
No, it didn't.
not per se.
But when they say, I'm a tax-paying citizen and this is what I want,
Taxpaying citizens deserve their rights. Go ahead.
when they're doing it on their employer's time, on behalf of their employer, he didn't say, I want somebody to come up here and watch my stuff.
Because to illustrate the difference in this and per se conflict of interest is if there was a contract for Gary's employer to do something for the town and Gary votes yeah. You have to abstain from that. That's a per se conflict of interest where, you know, he could financially benefit from it, or even more so if it was his contracting company. Now, I'm not gonna make any opinions as to whether this is politically appropriate or morally appropriate, but as far as conflict of interest goes, you know, I think that it doesn't fit neatly within the definition of conflict of interest as it's outlined in the Virginia Code.
But that doesn't mean that it's not.
I mean, I don't really want to make an opinion on whether it is or not, I'm just saying that.
Legally, it's not conflict of interest.
I don't
That's what he's
think-
saying. Legally, he's
I-
okay as a taxpayer to ask for that.
I mean, he can ask anybody to do anything for him, I think, in terms of when he's not on this council. Your concern stems from the fact that he's using his position to get undue influence out of a service that's paid for by the taxpayers.
So he was a council member looking out for the people's safety.
No, not
Requested-
the people's safety. He's looking out for contractor safety, which he
No, he
happens
was
to
looking out
work
for the
for.
workers' safety and
Which he
the
happens to work
equipment
for.
that was pulling out in front of people in the work zone,
Where
which would
he
be the
happens
drivers
to work.
and the workers. I mean, he does work there, but he was looking for the safety of the people.
So let me give you an illustration, okay? So last month, I put on the agenda marijuana shops, okay? And I got some calls over that. But anyway, the police chief called me and wanted to say, what's this on there for? I didn't say, well, wait until the council meeting and you can find out with everybody else. I told him what it was on there for. And we clarified some things and we took it off the agenda. When we want clarification about something that's been put on the agenda, we ought to be willing to share it. And you weren't willing to share it. You wanted to surprise us with it.
I gotcha. It wasn't about that. It was about the fact that, like I said, you've targeted me. I have tried to extend an
So
olive branch.
payback,
No.
that's what it is.
I have tried to extend an olive branch to you, and on 2 occasions, your comment was, we'll just get rid of the police force. People will take up arms and protect themselves, on 2 occasions. So, no, if I'm extending an olive branch and you're wanting to beat me to death with it, no.
What olive branch are you talking about?
Well, I've tried to talk to you on a few occasions, and it didn't turn
It's
out well,
just-
so I'm just.
Payback.
Well, you're the
I'm
one
not
left
doing that.
me when we talked about the, the disincorporation vote, but that's neither here nor there. So I think we've had enough discussion. So I mean, it's both ways. This is politics. You oppose what I stand for. Most of the time, I oppose what you stand for. That's all it is.
It's not about politics. For me, it's about doing what's right for the town.
And a majority of people have to agree with you next November.
Okay. Well, next item on the agenda is other business. Is there any other business that would like to be discussed? If there's not, we will go into another public comment period. Does anybody want to get up and give a public comment?
They want to get killed.
Anybody want to give a public comment? Okay, if there is
Mr.
not,
McLeod up there.
can we have a motion? We have closed session now. Go ahead. For the record, please state your name and whether you live in or out of
Jenny
town.
Vanover. Now, what else did you need
Whether you live in or out of the town.
out of town?
Thank you.
As far as this conflict of interest thing, you work for a company that has got a contract to do that work up there? And why can't that company get them somebody to control the traffic through there? Instead of requiring a police officer from them to do it. I mean,
I plead the fifth.
you plead fifth. Well, maybe you need to
Anything
talk,
I do is not right here. That's the
maybe
thing
you
about it.
need to talk to your boss about getting somebody up there to control that traffic.
We've decided right now, like I said, we're just gonna let it go. And anybody that wrecks or causes an accident in that work zone, they're in trouble.
So your company that you work for is not going to control?
I'm not
that?
answering anything else.
No,
It
okay.
is a public road, to be fair. And so he can't enforce public safety on a public road. That would be the
I'm not
law.
asking him to, I'm asking the people he worked for.
Right, they can't write tickets.
Okay, why do you think they have flag men out when they're doing road
Well,
work?
they don't. They have flag poles. Go up and down. I mean, they don't.
So you don't do flag persons anymore?
He doesn't.
I
He's a very
didn't ask
efficient-
him to, I said he needs to talk to his boss about it.
And I've heard of VDOT flag people almost getting run over. People looking at their phones and stuff, and whoo, stopping real quick.
Okay, people looking at their phones and
Yeah, and
stuff.
that's a ticketable offense.
Well,
You
ought to
can't write
see
tickets.
do you want to be a policeman of the town?
No.
Why not?
Maybe they could deputize you, you could write the tickets.
I wouldn't want it. But you ought to see the people that's on the phone that go through.
I understand that. People don't need their phones out in the car.
That's right.
If they ain't got something to hold that phone for them, then they ain't got no business with the phone out. I guess not 3 minutes to
You
it.
still got 40 seconds.
I do.
It's going down though.
Well, let me see, what else can I stir up?
I love it.
Well, I just think you ought to leave, anybody on the council needs to work for the town, not anybody else. The town, what's
So I'll
best for
quit
the
my
town.
job. I
Huh?
ought to quit my job.
Well, you won't get paid anything for the town, because there ain't nobody on the council that gets paid for anything, no matter what time they put in here.
I thank you for your comment. Your time has expired. Appreciate it.
Thank you.